everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of another weekend reading vlog. Hi. Hello. I am tired. It is currently 10 o'clock at night. I had a 9-hour workday, ran to get groceries, and then just played D&D for about 3.5 hours. So I'm a little tired. I'm a little drained. I no longer want to be sitting here because I've been here in this spot for too long. I've also squished him flat from leaning against it. But yes, it's the weekend and I can't get rid of my southern accent that I play with as Dippy. Give me a second. I don't know if I can get rid of it. Oh no. That's what happens when you play for too long in the same voice. But at least my Wi-Fi held out. It flickered once, didn't go out, but it held out. Anyways, this weekend, what am I gonna be up to? I don't really know. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of reading and writing like usual, because what else do I do? Not a whole lot. I want to see if I can get through Jade Legacy. This is probably going to be my focus this weekend. I'm still about at the 180 page mark that I was at last weekend when I last talked to you guys. What else? I'm also a little ways through Malice again because I picked it up last night and I think I hit the 200 page mark, which is very fun. And I'm really liking Malice. It's just such a lovely read. Getting through that as well. 2 epic fantasies. And I do want to finish another book for another video this weekend, which should be very easy because I have the audiobook for it. And it's going to be great. It's going to be nice. But other than that, I don't really know. I am going to the library tomorrow because I do have 2 holds I want to pick up. But other than what I'm currently reading, maybe this one, A Marvelous Light, which is a library book, or something else. We'll find out. I got a few books in the mail this week that I could read as well, but Jade Legacy, just because it's large and in charge. So probably that one. And this one here, which is on the floor, which is the second Marie Brennan book, which I'm reading for a video, which is Tropic of Serpents, which I'm nearly done, like almost all the way through. So I could probably finish that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm also planning on having another live show as usual, because I got to get some writing in. And I believe next weekend, not this coming weekend, next weekend is Easter. Could be wrong. So I know I'm not gonna be able to do one next weekend, but this weekend for sure, we're gonna get to the 30K mark on Project Dragon because I'm nearly there. I'm so close. That's the plan for this weekend. As of right now, I'm tired, so I'm gonna turn on my TV and sit and, I don't know, I kind of want to read, so I might read something. Who knows? But the rest of today is just gonna be relaxing, relaxing. So I will chat to you guys probably tomorrow morning. But either way, welcome to the start of another vlog. Friends, happy Saturday. I'm here. I just have been doing a bunch of running around, cleaned my place, doing some laundry, doing my sheets actually, vacuumed and dusted and cleaned the bathroom and all this stuff, and then I went to the library, picked up my 2 holds, which is very fun. Low-key forgot what they were, but I've got Neil Gaiman's Stardust, and then I have Son of the Storm, which is a high fantasy book that I've been eyeing forever, so I figured I might as well pick it up and actually give it a try. And it looks like one of the pages has fallen out. Oh no, it's just been cut funny. Okay. Woo, boy. But yeah, got these 2 and I will be reading them at some point, if not very soon, because library books, gotta read them soon. But Stardust is for another video that I'm doing, but this one is just for funsies. But yeah, I ended up just kind of hanging out yesterday and going to bed. Didn't really do any reading, so I am going to hopefully have finished after my live stream in a half hour. I'm gonna try and finish this today, wrap that up, because my audiobook is gonna vanish off of Libby, and then I'm gonna try and make my way through Jade Legacy if I'm in the mood. If I'm not in the mood, I might continue, or I might start A Marvelous Light, which I also have the audiobook for, but we shall see what we get up to. For now, I'm gonna be there in about just under a half hour for the writing live stream, and we're gonna see how much writing I get done on Project Dragon, and we're gonna be good. But yes, I also got a little fake plant for here, which is exciting. Fake because there's very little sunlight that gets here, and I don't want to buy another one of those plant things because they're expensive. But my actual plants are friggin' thriving. Look at that spider plant. It's living life. So, yeah. But yes, my friends, it's Saturday. I'll update you when I'm done with the live stream.
I did my sheets and I swapped out my comforter to this yellow one that my mom had and my shams. So now I have a yellow bedspread and my very large gray weighted blanket, which is my favorite thing in the world and I cannot sleep without it. But now I have a yellow bedspread and it makes me very happy.
But yeah, done with the live stream. I ended up calling my mom right after because she called me in the middle of it and I was like, I'm in the middle of a live stream. I cannot talk to you right now. And now I'm out of the writing mood, but I want to write more. Just such a weird mood to be in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sit back on my table and write some more. Maybe move to the couch because I don't want to sit at my dining room table anymore. And I'm gonna just continue writing because I got 2,500 words written. So we love to see it, but let's see how much more I can do. Hello friends, it is much later now, and I've just wrapped my read of The Tropic of Servants by Marie Brennan, and it was very good, but you're gonna have to wait for another video to hear about that when that comes out. As of right now, I am just in the biggest mood to watch Bones, so that is what I'm gonna do. And it is currently 10 after 11. That's probably what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. I just started another episode and I'm 3 minutes in. So I'm going to do that and see where the rest of the night takes me. And then tomorrow I plan on just kind of chilling and reading. Today I ended up writing about 2,300 words in Project Dragon. The scene that I was working on is a frustrating one because I was trying my best, which is something that I've noticed I'm not very good at in my writing. It's one of the things that I need to work on as a writer because I noticed it in a scene in Project Dream as well, in a couple scenes. Whenever I have a moment in my stories where information has to be passed from one person to the next and like questions are asked and stuff like that, I can just ramble on and it's confusing for anyone who's not me because I know what's being said, but I'm having a hard time conveying that for other people to know what's being said. So in this scene, and I know it's the first draft, so it's not like imperative that it needs to be good, but it's a scene where, so after the sequence that I wrote last weekend, where like Maeve ends up after the end of the sequence falling off the back of a dragon and hitting her head on a tree, she's knocked out and like almost mortally wounded through this because she hits her head on the back of a tree as she's falling from a dragon. So like the fall should have killed her, but she's with a magic wielder. So the magic wielder like protects them both in the fall, but she still cracks her head open. In the moment she cracks her head open, she has a moment where she talks to her god. It is like the first meeting of the two of them. I have a lot of first meetings between a god and person in this book, which is one of the whole points of the book. We literally, like the prologue starts with that, with another character, and Izzy also has sort of that kind of a moment. It's a little different in her story as well, but with Maeve and her god, it's a moment of where they're sitting together in a void of nothingness, and it's just the two of them. The god is on a equal level with Maeve because she is almost desperate for Maeve's help, which is something that I find really interesting that has come out of this because, you know, we always expect gods and goddesses to be something that is totally above all and all powerful, but in this world, a few of my gods are very much not that. They are beings who are very powerful, but not all powerful because they are of a pantheon of each other and not each of them has the power to wield everything, right? They are in their own realm of power, essentially. So they're not all powerful beings. They just are gods, and they just happen to not really have a tie to the material realm because of something that happened many years ago, or many centuries ago, long time ago. So in this moment, it's a moment of where the god is basically asking Maeve for her help and also telling her something is happening, which is enabling the gods to basically have a bigger hand in the material plane, and that like magic is changing. And so it's like this moment of like she's trying to convince Maeve to essentially make a deal with her, and Maeve is just like, nah man, all I want is to go back to my sanctuary and live with my dragons. The god is basically like, listen, you know you're never gonna be able to let this issue lie until you figure out what's going on, because there's something that happened to a dragon that Maeve found out something deeper in. And so Maeve's like, okay, you're right. Obviously I need to figure out what's happening because I don't want more dragons to be hurt in this. The god pulls on, because the god is the mother of dragons. She's Thydea. She is the god of dragons, essentially. Like, she's the god of the sky and whatever, but the dragons are her children. Like, that's her connection to Maeve. And so it's this moment of like transferring of information, because it's also like Thydea can see so much but so little because of the like restrictions set on the gods. And it's this moment of Maeve being like, why me? What's changed? And it's a moment of like, you need me and I recognize that, so what are you gonna give me to do this for you? And so this scene was kind of tricky to write today in the live stream and then afterwards, and I've been kind of tweaking with it and rereading it and kind of going back over and like trying to fix stuff so that it like makes sense. And I don't know, it's an interesting scene. And after that, I'm gonna have to see how things change for Maeve. Anyways, I'm probably talking to you guys too much about this project, but yeah, I've just had a little bit of issue with the scene because it didn't flow like I wanted it to, but I think I got it there in the end. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just move on and come back to it when I'm actually editing this story eventually, because if I just stay with it, I will be stuck. Anyways, it is now 11:16, so I'm gonna watch some Bones, and I will catch up with you later tonight, maybe tomorrow. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna read. Jade Legacy is just not calling to me, but I do know I have to finish it because I have to bring it back to the library by the 16th. So that's in a couple days because it's the 9th. Other than that, I have a few other books that I really want to get to, and I like the fact that I have Son of the Storm just sitting here. It's calling my name, so like I might start that. I don't know. We're gonna see. I have Marvelous Light as well, which is also calling my name. We're gonna see what I end up reading tomorrow, but I also have plans to bake tomorrow. Very fun. I've had like the idea of baking in my head for a few days because I have some overripe bananas and some peanut butter, and I want to like make banana peanut butter cookies, which sounds really good to me, so I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. Anyways, I'm rambling now, so I'll catch up with you later. My lovely friends, happy Sunday. I just finished baking, and I'm not like super happy with the cookies, but it used up the bananas that I had. They're a little cakey and flavorless, which is sad. Anyways, it's Sunday. It is currently 12:20, and I feel like I've done so much, which is wild because I really haven't done anything. I've baked and started reading another book. This one's also for another video, for that same video that the Serpent book that I read yesterday was for, but I'm enjoying Neil Gaiman's Stardust. This is what I've been listening to as I was baking. So I think I'm 60 some pages through, which is fun, and I'm good to wrap this up now. I'm gonna just focus on it and do that, and then I think I'm going to see what I want to read next. Hello friends, it is now a little later. It's about 2:40 in the afternoon. Jeez, excuse me. And I finished Neil Gaiman's Stardust for that video, and it was an interesting little read that you'll have to wait for that video to hear my thoughts on. But yes, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I am going over to Mom and Dad's later tonight, and I do have to go return my 2 dresses to Old Navy on the way. I've got about probably an hour and a bit before I leave, roughly, to get that all done. But between now and then, I don't really know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to read or watch or what have you, but I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood for nothing and everything. It's one of those days. In the mood for nothing and everything at once. I don't really know what I want to read. I keep looking back at Malice and at this Son of the Storm. Malice has an audiobook, thank goodness, and Son of the Storm does not, that I have access to anyway. So I might pick up Malice. I'm not sure. I tried a little bit of the audiobook of A Marvelous Light, and it's just not what I want to read right now. And I don't really want to read Jade Legacy either, even though it's due on the 16th and it is currently the 10th, so I have 6 days to read it and then return it to the library. So I'll be making my way through that this week, I guess. I guess. And I do have the audiobook, so like if I have to return the book and then just listen to the audiobook to finish it, that's okay too. But I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I've been neglecting my coffee. That's how embroiled I was in Stardust, which is always a good time. I'll catch up with you guys a little later. Hello friends, it is now a little later, it's about 6:20 and I'm on my couch because I didn't go to my parents' place. I ended up just staying home because my stomach chose violence today. It's been a long time since it chose violence, but today it chose violence and I'm not happy about it because I don't remember what I could have eaten that could have done this to me. But alas, I'm here. I haven't really chosen anything next to read. I ended up watching a movie for a bit and now I'm watching Critical Role and I'm surrounded by so many books right now. And I really wish I had the audiobook for Son of the Storm. I think I might try and read a little bit of it, just see how it goes without an audiobook. But other than that, I have another book for another video that I'm excited to read as well, so I might pick that one up, who knows, or I might make a chunk through Malice if I'm feeling an audiobook, but we shall see what I get up to. But yeah, I've just been kind of hanging out. I ended up playing a little bit of Skyrim for a bit. Really haven't done much today, and that's fine. This is not how I wanted to end my weekend. Slightly sick on the couch, but rather not do anything than make it worse. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out. I'm currently rewatching The Mighty Nine for Critical Role because The Mighty Nine is just my favorite. I'm on episode 4 of my rewatch. It's delightful. It's delightful. But I'll catch up with you in a bit. Friends, happy Monday. Hi, hello, it's the start of another work week. I am feeling better today than I was yesterday. Thank God, because I don't think I could have handled this week with the start of like a stomachache on a Monday. But anyways, it's also a shorter work week because Friday is a stat holiday, which is awesome. A few things that I wanted to talk about. I said originally that I wasn't going to do a live stream this upcoming weekend because it is Easter weekend and I was supposed to be going up to the lake with my parents on Friday for me, but we're supposed to get an absolutely abysmal blizzard this week, which is really hard to believe because it's like 5 degrees right now and beautiful outside, sunny and amazing, but we're supposed to get this absolutely atrocious blizzard, like worst blizzard in a decade type of thing, which like they've been saying for a lot of our blizzards this year, but we're supposed to get another one this week that's supposed to just like shut everything down for the next few days. It's supposed to start tomorrow and go into Friday. So I don't know if we are canceling our lake weekend because of that. I'm not sure. So stay tuned on the socials because I will let you know if I'm hosting a live stream on that Saturday or not. And the first place you'll know is on my Twitter or on my Instagram. So definitely go follow me down there. The links are in the description. Another thing that I want to talk about is a wonderful little cozy fantasy literary magazine, I guess is the word to say, called Windgraph. And I was reached out to by the team of Windgraph to review it, which I am going to be doing it this week. At some point, I'm going to actually read it, but I wanted to mention it here because in case the video that I want to put it in doesn't come out on time, I want to make sure that it's mentioned somewhere before that. But it is a cozy fantasy literary magazine that just seems wonderful. I've scrolled through their socials and their website and everything, and I think it's such a cool project. The first issue is going to be released, I believe, May 1st. So if you want to pre-orders for all electronic copies are open right now, so you can definitely go do that. Any physical copies you can't pre-order, but you can order it on the day that it's released, so you can always set an alarm and go and order it on the day that it's released so you can get a print copy of it. But I'm very excited to read it and I will let you guys know what I think of it in a coming video for sure. I'm just so amped that it's like soft, cozy fantasy like flash fiction and short stories in this literary magazine. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to just bask in soft, cozy fantasy vibes. I think it's just gonna be the best. This is just gonna be the best. So I wanted to mention that as well because I know you guys are fantasy fans if you're watching my channel, so, and they reached out because they saw how much I loved Legends and Lattes, so they know what's up. They know what's up, but yeah. I wanted to mention that, and you'll be seeing it probably a couple times on my channel for sure. But yeah, I'm really excited for that project, and I'm excited for them to have reached out to me to do a review. Very exciting. What else? I believe that is all I wanted to talk about at the end of this video. I guess last night, I'll let you know that I passed the halfway mark in Malice. I am now on page 352, and I'm really, really enjoying this book. I just love the way John Gwynne writes. It is like not a whole lot's going on, but a lot's going on. Like we're following so many different characters, and it's just this lush world, and it's really interesting that John Gwynne has this balance of all these adult characters, and then his like main character in this is a 14-year-old boy named Corbin and his family. I love the juxtaposition of having like all these adult people have their points of views. Like we have the like kind of a steward to the king position guy, we have his point of view, and then we have like a bunch of different warriors' point of view who are like part of armies and like next to kings and princes and stuff like that, and like we've seen them go to battle with giants and all this kind of stuff. And then we have this kid who saved a wolven pup, which is kind of like a, I want to say like a dire wolf, but not quite, a little bit like a more mutant-y wolf situation. Saved a wolfen pup from being just absolutely brutally murdered during a hunt. Corbin is 15, I forgot to say, he turns 15 in this book, and he starts like warrior training and all this kind of stuff, and it's just like homely little village vibes right now, and I know it's going to just explode because it's John Gwynne, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how each of these books progresses, because I've heard that all throughout the series with each of the following books, it just gets better and better and better, so I'm very excited about it. And in the Audible like stacked series sale that they have going on right now, it's on until like the 13th or something in Canada, it like they had John Gwynne's like repertoire in it for the entire Faithful and the Fallen series. That's what the series is called. And they had also some of his other series that I picked up the first audiobook of that series, and then I picked up the rest of the audiobooks in this series because they were all like $5. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna pick those up. So now I have the audiobooks for this entire series waiting for me, and I'm just ready to just sink my teeth into them one after another after another after another because I just love John Gwynne so much. Anyways, I have been rambling. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know I didn't get a lot read this weekend that I really talked about, but I did get a little bit of a chunk done of the story for Project Dragon. I got some work on Malice. I did finish 2 books this weekend, but I didn't talk about them at all in this video because they're for another video. So they are actually for that soft fantasy video that I was talking about. So look forward to that, my guys. Look forward to that. I will catch you guys in another video very, very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.